Welcome to Empower. This is a program that focuses on people and workplace. We are glad that you're watching today and you believe that the Lord has taken good care of you for the last 1 week. And as we continue to trust Him and look forward to what He has for us. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. And today we are continuing from where we stopped last week, and I'm still having my guest with us. For the sake of those who are not with us, Pastor, and maybe to remind ourselves who you are, please introduce yourself briefly.
Yeah, thank you, Beatrice, for having me again. It's such a pleasure. I'm so honored. And my name is Livingstone Ng'ang'a. Livingstone has several hats. I'm a father of 3, married to Margaret, Pastor Margaret of Revival Missions Church, Roiro, and accountable manager in Aerosaf. That's an aviation training organization based in Wilson.
Yeah. Wow, thank you so much, Pastor, for being part of this. Last week we started on a topic that is interesting to us, that is patience. And we say that patients need to be intentional. And we looked at the employee in any workplace, and we looked at how an employee needs to be patient in various ways. And today we are looking at the leader, the manager who has teams working under him, and also still on the same topic on patience. Pastor, when it comes to leaders in any organization, or even the managers, if you call them that, you realize that they've been entrusted with what is supposed to be achieved. There are a lot of pressures that come in, and they have targets. They have a lot of things that they need to accomplish. And patience is key. And I think sometimes when you say it is intentional and deliberate, someone may wonder, okay, with all these pressures, am I going to? And someone said that a great leader has great patience. What did you say about that?
Yeah, that's very true. Because when you're talking of managers, leaders, they're under extreme pressure, especially right now with what's going on, you know, with the environment. It's very changing all the way from COVID and the challenges. And leaders and managers are there, you know, placed by the board and by the senior leadership. You know, for the objectives of the organization to be met. And they are given other resources to manage, finances, and one of the key resources is the human resources. And so it becomes very tricky. Where is the divide between I'm patient, am I too patient? Because leaders have to make decisions, and they have to rally the people, you know, for them to meet the objectives of the organization. But it's true, great leaders have great patience. And one of the other areas is really they have to grow in terms of even emotional intelligence, you know, especially how to deal with people. When to know how far can I be patient with this person. Because on the other hand, I can't be a leader and I'm just patient and somebody is not performing. It has to reach a place we have to have difficult conversations and maybe sometimes even separation.
That's true.
And it's not that I have anything against that person, but it's my responsibility as a manager, as a leader, to bring the organization, the objectives of the organization, as I manage people.
As you manage people. And I think it's it's a balance there. And especially when you're receiving pressures from up. And you're expected to deliver. And at the same time, so you have also to be patient with your seniors. Because at times pressure can be too much and you feel like, I think these people are also not fair. Okay, it's okay, go on.
And especially maybe I wanted to finish with that is, right now we are dealing, you know, as leaders and managers, there are actually 2 challenges mainly in the organizations. One can be technical. Technical challenges is easy to deal with. But then there can be adaptive challenges. Adaptive challenges are challenges that as a leader you're not very sure. You're not sure of what is going to happen next. You're not sure of where the market is going. You're not sure of this COVID and post-COVID. And then you have the people that you're dealing with. And through these adaptive challenges, needs a lot of patience and you know, and wisdom. On how to navigate as you lead people, and also as you manage the top, and also you manage the people under you.
Maybe before we leave that point, you talk about the technical issues being easier to deal with. as we talk about patience.
Yes.
Maybe you can expound on that.
Yes. What I mean is there are technical issues. If there's a technical issue that needs a technical problem, maybe
Yes.
it's you need to bring this machine and fix and it's
Yes.
done. So all you need is experts.
Yes.
Come and fix it and do it and it's done.
Yes.
But when you're dealing with an adaptive challenge,
Yes.
is you are there, the organization, you don't know where the market is going. There are things as a leader you're not even very sure of what's going to happen, the markets and the, the contributions
Yes.
from the politics and all those other issues. And so these are challenges that maybe, for example, when we came back from COVID and I was learning the aviation college that
Yes.
I ran, I wasn't sure how things will go in. Aviation, nobody, people are not flying, there's no training,
Yes.
you have employees, you have to manage, you have to grow the business, you're not even very sure next year how the trend is going in terms of aviation. That's a very adaptive challenge. And there's the leadership, the directors, there's what they want,
Yes.
and then you have the employees you have
You're
to
right.
deal with. So you have to be very intentional. To have patience, to study the environment and then
Yes.
to know. But from my experience, what I've seen is you really, as a leader, has to grow your emotional intelligence. When you develop your emotional intelligence
Yes.
patiently, you'll be able now to deal with people issues and you'll be able to coach them.
Yes.
You'll be able to navigate with them. You'll be able to comfort them, to give them hope.
Yes.
Yes. Because you are the leader and they are looking at you.
They are looking at
Yes.
you. And when you talk about that, and especially when it comes to developing people,
Yes.
sometimes you can be impatient with an employee.
Yes.
Because maybe they are taking longer. And maybe your expectation was, these are simple things that someone
Yes.
should be able to do in a very
Yes,
short time.
yes, yes.
Yet they are taking
Yes.
longer than
Longer than
expected.
that, yeah.
So as a manager, and you've been entrusted not only
Yes.
to deliver results through these people,
Yes.
but also to develop them,
Yes.
to develop to improve their capacity, to make them better people.
Yes, yes.
And in
How
such
did-
a situation, you are
Disaster. Yeah, I
Yes.
think you remind me there's a time I was in that and you are a manager and
Yes.
there's a lot of pressure, especially implementing and bringing change. One of the challenges I've seen in change management, it
Yes.
takes a lot of patience.
Yes.
My experience is even when I was in the airline, you take a project and you think you'll implement it very fast.
Yes.
And you go several months, it's still not done because of people issues,
Yes.
because of things you didn't anticipate. So as a leader, you really need to know how to manage. And there's a book that is called Managing Your Boss. You really know how to manage. You really need how to know. And it goes all the way to communication. Are you communicating effectively? Is your boss a visual boss or somebody who wants to listen?
Yes.
When you're talking to them, are you talking to their heart? Are you delivering? Your people who are under you. The tasks that you're giving them, are they realistic? The deliveries that you're giving them. If it's a change management
Yes,
program,
yes.
I can tell you it's very complex. We have seen it even rolling up any program, even competency-based program within the Kenyan
Yes.
education. It's complex.
It's complex.
Because you're talking of dynamics, you're talking of people, you're talking of
Yes.
things you never thought imaginable.
Yes.
So it is unfair as a manager, as a leader, if I'm so hard on somebody and whatever I've given them, it's not realistic. Because I've not looked at the dynamics of change management.
Yes.
And that's why even as a leader, remember what we talked before? Even when somebody before they're appointed to that leadership position, they need to have gone through the process
Yes.
to understand that industry and that business they're in, so that they're able to give realistic timelines.
Yes.
So that, when you give somebody realistic timelines, if it's an agile system of
Yes,
business
yes.
where things are changing very fast,
Yes.
you know the thin line between patience and, this one now I need now to move.
To move,
and we
yeah.
have difficult conversations. Yes.
Beautiful.
Because you are realistic in your timelines.
You're
delivery.
right.
Yes.
And also the other thing that comes to mind
Yes.
is people in any team given, even you as during your career as a senior person,
Yes.
any team given, people are different.
Yes, people are different, yeah.
And sometimes we make assumption that A and B and C will be able to
Yeah.
to handle the situation the
not the
same
case,
way.
yeah.
And sometimes we don't give ourselves that time to, even managers will, I don't have time to waste here. I cannot continue waiting for you. You
Yes.
have to move
Yes,
fast.
to move.
But capacity of these people
Yes.
It's different.
Yes, that's very true. And that goes back, as I go back to emotional intelligence. One of the key areas of emotional intelligence is what you call self-awareness.
Yes.
Self-awareness is I'm aware of myself as a person, and also I'm aware of the people under me.
Yes.
Because there's no way I cannot lead other people unless I lead myself. And I
Yes.
cannot lead myself until I'm self-aware of who I am.
Yeah.
And number two, once I'm aware of myself as a leader,
Yes.
and I know my leadership styles, then I know the people that I lead. I know their self. I know who they are. I know who I need to put in this team. I need to know who I can put together.
Yes.
There are industries, even sometimes in the aviation, there are pilots you can't put together.
Yes.
There are people you can't put together in a shift
Yes, yes.
because of their personalities.
Yes.
And these are the people you've been given. These are the resources.
The
You need
resources
to
that you
manage them. That's why you are a manager,
Yes.
to manage them and manage the people issues. So the self-awareness, that's why great leaders have great emotional intelligence. They know, they are aware of themselves, and they are aware of the people.
Yes.
And they know who to put together in their teams.
Yeah, so that you don't appear unfair.
Yes.
Because you can be unfair
Yes.
if you just assume like people are the same. And I
Never.
think if a manager, I go back
Yes.
to the process.
Yes.
If I become a team leader and I'm not well prepared to be,
It will be a
I'll make
disaster.
I'll make such mistakes.
Yes, you'll hurt people. You'll make wrong decisions.
Yes.
You'll give, and you see, sometimes as managers, we have to be very careful.
Yes.
There are things you can tell somebody and you kill their career. You kill their vision.
Yes.
So it's important, and also to give us somebody, and that's why also the whole issues of performance management.
Yes, yes.
As you go through, if Beatrice, you are my boss, you know, I expect that we'll be seated together. You
Yes.
tell me, Livingstone, these are your KPIs, key deliverables.
Yes.
This is how we'll be sitting, and I'll be evaluating.
That's true.
And I'll be giving you feedback.
Yes.
As we are going, I'll be expecting feedback.
Yes.
So that I don't want one day I just wake up and told Livingstone, you're not a performer. You've never told me. I never knew.
Yes.
I never knew that you are being patient with me. But when we are doing it in the process of performance evaluation,
Yes.
then I'll expect. Then I'll know where I can pull my socks. And also, if I'm the boss, I'll know this person I've done all the best I can.
Yes.
And
yes.
sorry, it's not working.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I think that is very clear. Because sometimes we make mistakes because we are not clear on what you're supposed to do.
You're not clear.
On the
Yes,
miles you're supposed
yes,
to go,
yes, yes.
what is expected of
Yes,
you.
yes.
And then again, we leave you.
Yes.
And then later we come in with a lot of harsh
Yes,
conversations.
yes. And
It becomes
a
unfair.
surprise and really demotivates, and
Yes.
somebody's career goes down and crashes down. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm looking at this manager who is intentionally has decided, I want to be patient
Yes,
with the
yes,
team.
Yes.
But at the same time, I have to balance these pressures that
Yes,
are coming from
yes,
up.
yes.
And so first of all, to summarize what you're saying before we take a break, because I know we are going to take a break
Yes,
shortly,
yes.
is that I need to work on myself first
Yes, yes,
as a leader,
yes,
so that I know also where are my strengths.
yes.
If I'm a person who is impatient, then I can be able to know how to work on my areas.
Yes, yes, to sort yourself, yes.
To sort myself.
Yes, yes.
And also decide, okay, I've been entrusted with these resources.
Yes.
These are people that I need to work with.
Yes, yes.
These are people I need to develop.
Yes, to
and
grow.
still to grow them, and they become better people in future.
Yeah.
And so I think that is very key.
Yes,
And as we
yes.
get to the next session, we are going to look at other
Yes,
areas.
yes.
But that touches me. I need to know myself.
Yes. Self-awareness.
Yes.
Self-awareness, then you can be able to know other people.
So that
Yes,
I'm able to
yes,
deal with the
yes,
team.
yes.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
Pastor.
yes.
Wow, this is interesting, and I believe that you're so learning together with us. We are taking a short break. We'll be right back shortly.